What's up, everybody? It's me, King Alpha. Hope everybody's doing great. So today I got a brand new video for you guys. Obviously COD came out and I'm already level 40. I know I've been grinding. I was so sad. I was about to do a 24-hour stream, but my headphones were giving me a headache and my head was pounding. And I mean, like, my temples were just like going like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I even try and keep these headphones on me and even try and stay awake, it's gonna hurt. So sadly I didn't get to finish my 24-hour stream, but then I did do another like 4 or 5 hour stream later that night. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the actual reality of this video. I want to give you guys the best guns that I think are for beginners, and I want to say this is for people that are between level 1 through 30. These guns will help you out, just level up the gun a lot, and you can actually use the right attachments on them and everything. In regards to attachments and levels on the guns, it is going to be a bit wonky because of the fact that, you know, right now I have my ACR, or the Kilo, that is level 51, but you are not going to have a level 51 gun of a Kilo. So it's all going to be dependent, but I'm just giving you the guns that will be best for each of the classes. So I only have 5 classes, and I did an assault, submachine gun, light machine gun, a shotgun, and a sniper. The reason why I did it this way is because if I just give you guys classes that are just for, like, alright, 2 assaults, 2 submachine guns, and a sniper, you're going to be like, okay, what light machine gun do I use? What shotgun do I use? Stuff like that will actually help you out. So these are the guns that I think are best in their category at, like, lower than level 30, that I just feel are really good. And there's some guns I want to say that, like, for example, the Odin, the FAMAS are really great guns. You know, I've picked them up, I've used them. However, these are for beginners. So it's like, you get this at like level 16, which it does take a little while if you're playing like Team Deathmatch or Domination and you're not doing so well. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go into the classes and everything. This is going to be my ACR Madness. This is the Kilo 141 ACR. I do have it at level 51, so you do get a lot of a lot of other level ups. I think the levels cap at level 70, but I'm not entirely sure. However, I have the compensator, the SynGuard arms, well, SOCOM SynGuard arms, the SynGuard arms Sniper Pro attachment, the tactical foregrip, which you do get at a later level. So I will say, definitely use the Merc foregrip or the Commando foregrip, depending on which one feels better to you. I don't use the ammunition mag on it because of the fact that, you know, yeah, 50 and 60 rounds are good, but aiming down sight speed is actually really lower, and your movement speed, you actually do feel it when running around. So coming over to this, the rubberized grip tape, I do prefer this. It definitely helps with the recoil. It actually keeps your gun straight. And I will have gameplay of this gun in another video where I am just dominating with this gun. This gun is amazing. But I definitely want to talk about the M13 in another video, because man, that M13 is really good, but you get it at like level 30, 39, so it's really late. I do use the M911. In regards to pistols and everything, you don't normally use pistols. Times to kill is really good. But unless you have to use like a challenge or something that says, you know, kill with secondary guns, in regards to pistol, probably the Desert Eagle is gonna be the best pistol. But the M911 is good, and the M19 is good. The revolver, I think you need really good accuracy in order to actually hit your shots, which makes sense because it's a revolver. But yeah, these guns are still pretty good to use. Like, regardless, all of them all around are still pretty good to use, just because of the fact that they're just a regular pistol. They all do around the same damage. Launchers, you do have a knife, but launchers, every launcher is good. This is obviously for shooting down, like, you know, helicopters and stuff. So yeah. In regards to perks, early level, especially before level 30, you're gonna use EOD. There's people that even for me, example, I use Claymores 24/7 because of the fact that if I'm gonna be running inside a building, I put a Claymore by the stairs or something, and then I run around and then go somewhere else, that Claymore will eventually get you a kill. And it's, I mean, if you put it in a strategic area where you know people actually run through, Claymores are just so good. So EOD is really good because of the fact that, you know, when you go into a Claymore, you're gonna take a lot of damage, but you won't die unless you're damaged. Like if you already took hits by someone and then you run upstairs and you run into a claymore, you are gonna die. But when you're like full health and you haven't gotten hit and you run into a claymore, it is gonna do a lot of damage. It doesn't actually, it like dysfunctions you a little bit. So if you get hit by a claymore and someone's sitting there and they turn around and they shoot you, don't get mad, because the claymore is gonna like make you get a little stunned from an explosion. So yeah, this is basically flat jacket. Flat jacket is great. Overkill, I use overkill on my sniper class. I'll show you guys that later. I like double time, but the double duration of tactical sprint, I mean, to be fair, people can hear you running 24/7. So if you want to use double time and you want to run 24/7 but get caught 24/7, then yeah. Scavenger, I don't really use it because people throw down their ammo packs, so you can always pick that up, or you can pick other people's guns up. Cold-blooded, don't really use it. Ghost is a must, guys. I will say, when I was a lower level, I would only use hardline because it'll be easier to get your kill streaks, your UAV, your personal UAV and stuff. But Ghost, when you hit level 24, is a must. When I tell you, I think almost everyone, once they get Ghost, they use Ghost because of the fact that people pop UAVs 24/7, and you don't want to show up on the map 24/7. And if they're using a personal UAV radar as well, you're just gonna get detected 24/7, and you're gonna die. You're just gonna die. Like, I realized my KD has actually started going up once I got Ghost because people didn't know where I was. So the only way to actually even counter Ghost is with an advanced UAV. So yeah. I do like tune-up, reduces the charge time of field upgrades by 33%. I do use Dead Silence, so because Dead Silence is so good, I use tune-up because I can actually make it faster in order for me to use Dead Silence 24/7. It would be the same thing if I was using like stopping power rounds or the ammo upgrades, because tune-up is really good. Amped, however, is really good. These two perks right here are really good because of the fact that, you know, weapon swap is very important. Let's say you ran out of ammo and you need to like pull out your pistol. It is really good. However, I don't get into those situations a lot. Yeah, I do die when I don't pull out my pistol because it's so slow, but I'd rather take the death and everything over having a tune-up perk, which will get me Dead Silence a bit more, which will get me more kills. So yeah, Shrapnel, I only use this on my sniper class, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. Reduce the strength of enemy flash, stun, and EMP effects. This is really good. I've seen a lot of people use this. People use flashes a lot, and I mean, I just still, like I tell you, I still prefer the tune-up upgrade, but Battle Hardened is a really good perk as well for the third slot. So if you just want to mess around with these 3 perks, well, these 4 perks are still really good, but if you want to use, you know, if you want to mess around with these, then definitely do it. I definitely use Claymore. If you're gonna use any type of lethal, it would definitely just be the Claymore frag, Molotov, and then the Semtex. C4 is very wonky. You could chuck it, and it doesn't chuck it where you're looking. It chucks it up. You don't want to chuck a C4 up. Like, I tried to chuck it into a room, and it stuck to the ceiling, and I was like, what? That makes no sense. Thermite is a really good thing, and I saw people use it. So when you get tagged with this, it actually sticks to the surface. So if you tag someone with this, it will kill them, basically, or damage them immensely. And it highlights them, too. Coming over here, for tactical, I use the flash grenade. I haven't really used the stun because it slows the victim's movement and aiming down, but they still can move and predict where you're going. So I definitely will say flash because it actually blinds them in the beginning, which people will still kill you, which is kind of crazy. People will still kill you when they're flashed because they just, you know, saw where you were going and they predict it. I've gotten killed so many times by it. Snapshot grenade is really good as well. It actually does create like a little blast, and you see it, and it does like a little ping on your map. So snapshot grenade, you could definitely use this as well if you want to like throw it behind a wall. It like snaps, and then you could see people around. Still really good. Heartbeat sensor, I don't really use it. I think if I'm gonna be going like this, I'm just gonna get killed because people 24/7 are just running around. Gas grenade is probably good for like headquarters or you know, modes that are strategic, where like ground war, you could just throw it into a room if there's a bunch of people, you probably start getting a bunch of kills. Stim, I would definitely love to use this when I get there, because stim is so important when you're in a gunfight. You could just hit stim, but that's at level 47. But that's about it. Yeah, smoke grenade, strategic. This is all strategic stuff. But yeah, I just want to say for the rest of my classes, I'm not going to go through the perks, the lethal, and the tactical, just because of the fact that they're almost all the same. So yeah, let's go into the submachine gun. AUG. I love the AUG. The AUG is really good. I know people use the P90, the MP5. Those guns, I'm not bashing them or nothing. The MP5 is amazing. It feels overpowered. The P90 feels overpowered. But when I was using the AUG compared to the P90 and the MP5, I just honestly loved using it. It was a good gun that I can kill people with. It was, when you actually compare it to the P90 and the MP5, it does have better accuracy, better range. The only thing that I definitely think the P90 and the MP5 have is fire rate. Fire rate, I think, are a bit higher, I think. Actually, no, the AUG is a bit higher, but it feels like when you're using the P90 and the MP5 that they shoot faster, so it's kind of harder to control from a distance because you get into a lot of medium range fights. Up close, all of these submachine guns are good, but the AUG, I just feel once you get the right attachments for it, it's so clean, it stays steady, and you just da-da-da-da-da, reload, da-da-da-da-da, reload. So, yeah, I like that. The Uzi, you get it at like 34, so I wouldn't consider it a beginner gun, so yeah. I do use the rocket launcher here because on run and gun for, you know, ground war, you kind of need to take out those APCs. I do use Semtex on this class because of the fact that it is a run and gun class. So I've been testing out the Semtex. I definitely think I might go over to the Molotov, try it out, or the frag grenade. The only thing about the Molotov, you gotta be careful because if you throw it at the ground, you're gonna if you throw it at the ground by mistake, and instead of clicking off of it, you're gonna damage yourself and burn yourself. So yeah. Out of the light machine guns, I just want to say the M91 is really good. I haven't tried the SA. I think the SA is really good, but once you get attachments on it. But the PKM, for some reason, when I mean it's level 3, guys. For some reason with the PKM compared to the M91 and the SA, because I use the SA a lot during the beta, the PKM stays direct on your target and it does so much damage per shot. It's crazy. And it stays so steady, and I don't even have a foregrip on it yet. So I'm just imagining what happens when I get this gun to level 10, 20, and I actually have attachments on it. It's actually going to be just really good. But yeah, the M91 is a good gun as well, not to bash it, but the aim down sight speed is really slow for some reason, and just the PKM is more stable when it comes to a light machine gun. Coming over to here, the shotguns. The 725 is really good, however, it only has 2 bullets. So if you plow someone, you're going to be reloading and someone else comes in, you're dead. I've had it multiple times where I'm shooting 2 people, I go blow, and then it takes 2 shots to kill that person, the other person kills me. The R90 shotgun is really good because once you get attachments on it, and it already has a foregrip, it actually stays really steady, and you could just watch a wall, blah blah, watch a wall, blah blah. So I know I'm making sound effects while doing these, but it's a really good gun. The model, not to bash it at all, it's a really great gun, but it's a pump, so it's like blow, blow, and I'd rather have something where I go dow 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 dow. So yeah, I definitely prefer the R9 over the model because I've picked it up and I've actually went off with it. The S25 I went off with it as well, but it's just not my ideal shotgun, and I don't normally use shotguns, but I've picked up the R9 so many times and it just feels great to use. But the model, like I said, it's a really great shotgun, but it's a pump shotgun. So I feel like if you shoot them one time and you don't kill them on the first pump, they'll just hit you. Like if they're looking at you and you shoot them and they get hit, if they shoot right at you, you're gonna die instantly if they have a really good gun. So yeah. In regards to snipers, baby, my snipers, and I don't know why it says, oh, I know why it says, oh, why does it, oh, there it goes. Ooh, okay, so I got something else to put on it. So okay, now I got a little attachments on it. The HDR is amazing. When I tell you guys the HDR is amazing, I feel like it's actually better than the AX50 because the HDR just, oh my goodness, the accuracy, the stability compared to the AX50, you're kind of swaying a lot. The damage for some reason is a bit off, even though the AX50, it's crazy. I've shot the AX50 from almost the same distance I've done with an HDR, and it'll take 2 shots compared to which the HDR, I'll shoot someone and they'll die in 1 shot, and I'm like, oh, okay. So mid game, I literally had to change my game back to the my gun back to the HDR because it was so good. Dragunov is also a really good gun. It can be a one-shot kill up close, but distance is a two-shot kill as well. But it does stay really steady. So Dragunov or HDR, whichever one you actually want to use. But the Dragunov, you could definitely shoot faster. You can aim down sight a little bit faster. But you definitely won't get, I feel like, the real raw power of a sniper class with the HDR. The HDR is just beautiful. But that was really about it. I do use overkill. Like, wait, before I end the video, I do use overkill because of the fact that, you know, you can use like an assault rifle as your secondary rather than using per se a pistol, which is definitely better if you could use a kilo, like any like gun at that point. And I do use shrapnel. I love having two claymores. So if I could put a claymore this way and if I could put a claymore the other way, then it's really good because it actually protects my back. And yes, I know you're like, oh, but that's camping. With a sniper class, you can't run a gun, you can't quickscope really in this game anymore. You can still do it, but it's not authentic anymore. It's not where it used to be. This is the sniper class is definitely made for you sitting there and trying to scope out people and watch people's back. That's all it is. But for secondary gun, you could choose any gun you want. I definitely use the Kilo, which I might actually go to the M13, but I'll gotta show the M13 in another video. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the beginning classes. I didn't tell you my kill streaks. So the kill streaks I do use, and I was using before I switched them last night, was UAV, cluster strike, not cluster strike, sorry, UAV, Wheelson, and the VTOL. However, if you're a low player, I would definitely suggest the UAV, cluster strike, and then the sentry gun. The sentry gun's really good if you place it in the right spot. I've seen it a lot though, where you place the sentry gun and it just sucks. But the sentry gun is still really good, and I prefer it because it is one less kill than, for example, the VTOL. You can get killed a lot of times right before your big kill streaks, so definitely watch out for that. But definitely don't use the shield turret. The shield turret is horrible. You can get killed so easily off of it. And use the personal radar if you are lower level where you don't have the UAV yet. Once you get the UAV, definitely put it on. And in regards to field upgrades, you get Dead Silence at level 10. Use Dead Silence. Dead Silence is amazing, and use stopping power rounds if you really want to be able to do a lot of damage with your bullets. I will say, however, you can't field upgrade pro. Whoa! I did not see that you can actually field upgrade pro at level 45. That is really cool. I don't know what that actually means. So when that video comes out, I mean, when things come out and I could actually talk about like field upgrade pros, then I will. But stopping power round, by the way, is really good. You could put, I think you could use it for a while as long as the duration of the stopping power rounds are going. You can every clip that you empty, you get stopping power rounds until your actual field grade is like done. So the reason why I love Dead Silence though is that when you get kills, it actually refreshes the duration. Beautiful. So if people can't hear your footsteps, it's really good because people sound horror in this game just like me. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you think guns are better, then so be it. But these are my guns. These are my classes that I prefer for beginners, and the guns I was using as a beginner that actually helped me push to level 40. I'll see you guys next time though. Peace out and have a good one.
What's so bright? It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.